Where have you been stuck or struggling in your life? I want you to write it down. Is it your job making you feel stuck because you've been there too long, maybe 10 years, and it feels intimidating to start to look somewhere else because you don't know how to find a new job? Is it an uncomfortable relationship with a significant other or a friend or coworker? Is it just everyday tasks of being an adult? I know I've been there. I got two very, very busy children. Is it not having enough time to take care of your health? Just give me a thumbs up in the chat if any of this resonates with you. And I know how you're all feeling. I struggled in all these areas at different points in my life, which is exactly why I want to give you some answers today. And the biggest question everyone asks me is how? How, Renee? How do I change? How do you go from believing you don't have enough time to believing you do have enough time, for example? This transformation in your mind is where and what we're going to be talking about today. So, thank you so much for being here, and I hope you are as excited as I am. So, let's get into it. Let's keep using that example of I don't have enough time. And remember, this is a decision you've made to believe this. When you're getting overwhelmed or you're stressed, whatever puts you into a situation of feeling like you don't have enough time, you're deciding to believe what's true about your life. You're deciding to believe that you don't have enough time. And that's what's called a limiting belief. And limiting beliefs started forming when you were a child. Because before the age of 7, we took everything into our subconscious mind as truth. And this was survival mechanism for humans. This is survival. Everything our parents taught us, we just accepted as true. All that baloney that you have had since age 7 continues to be there present in your mind, running in that background unless you uncover them and confront them. And if you continue just to ignore them and push them aside and not acknowledge they're affecting your life, they'll continue to be a problem. So in this example, the limiting belief of feeling like you don't have enough time has probably been present in your life for quite some time now. And does it come up in your everyday conversations with other people or in your head? Give me a thumbs up in chat if you've started to notice this. So when you continue feeding examples to your mind of why you don't have enough time, you're just adding fuel to that fire. You're giving your mind more reasons as to why you should believe that this is true about your life, and then you remain right where you are with not enough time. So, who's ready to stop making excuses for the limiting beliefs in their lives? I know I am. I'm extremely ready. And who's committed to getting unstuck in whatever area of life you're struggling with? Let me know in the comments. Just type me if you're committed. So, in order to get rid of this limiting belief in our example, you have to counteract it with choosing to make an empowered decision. You have to create a new belief that you want to believe. And so, this empowered decision in this example would look like I choose how to spend my time each day, and I have an abundance of time to get what I need done every day. Easier said than done, but how are you going to make your brain change and actually believe that you do have an abundance of time, that you do have this new belief, especially when you have spent so many years or months believing that you don't have time? Okay, pause for a minute. This is where you're really going to need to pay attention because this is what determines whether you're going to be able to change or not. The next step is you have to find the evidence of why you do have an abundance of time, because there is evidence out there. And if you don't have evidence in your life, no big deal, no big deal. You take the evidence you see from someone else's life. That serves as validation too. Because if someone else has it, that's evidence that you can have it too. Your brain has just been so trained to only give you reasons as to why you don't have enough time because you made that decision about your life however many years ago or months ago. So broaden your horizons. Look around. Where do you see an abundance of time that shows up in other people's lives? Do you have friends? Do you have family members? Do you have colleagues? If it's possible in their life, it's possible in yours. And this is where the transformation takes place. So write down as many reasons that you can prove that you have an abundance of time, whether it's in your life or someone else's life. Now, the last step of this process is next level. And I'm talking groundbreaking results that I've seen people go through when they complete this in their life, me included. But since this last step is so in-depth and high level, I actually put together its own training around it. So if that's something you'd like to hear more about, drop the word training in the chat below and my team will get that delivered over to you.